I can place about 2 to 3 stems of this cute. It has got a medicinal value. Kare hannu is what we call in Kannada. I keep forgetting the English name or the botanical name. Find out. You people, this is how the stem is looking like in the season of spring. Hold on, I'll check out with some other plant life available to fit into this hole. Looks cute, doesn't it? This tiny flower. Focus, focus. Huh? If at all I can get 2 to 3 plants, such plants with live roots, I can accommodate them into this hole, plant them, and have the live plants. I am having so many plants here at the lakeside, but it is not assured that they can stay or grow in the small shell. They are the medicinal plants. These are the medicinal plants. Let's go further and check. I am having one, not one, many, as much as you can, as many as you want. Flower bunches of spring. What do you call this? They are not the forest fire. No, it is not the forest fire. Forest fire is something else. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Huge bunch of tadpoles. Who knows how many are there? About 500 or 1000. Once if you catch them only then we can say exactly how many are there. So that was off the track media, and here is the right track. If I can get one stem fit into this hole, I can place it and hang the same and have a very cute site right at my next to my bed. How cute is it? I can choose a smaller stem of this size, but I want maximum blooms, and I don't want to kill these shorter. It is they are still developing flowers. I don't want to kill them. I want to select a stem wherein maximum bloom has happened already. Let's go further and check. Here is one more medicinal plant that I have. Baje is the name in Kannada. Highly aromatic leaves, and this green, it will simply give my hanging stack a wonderful look right on the top of this doll. One of the best one, I guess, until considering the rest of them, this seems to be the best one because I have got the roots developed. This is going to stay for long, not die away kind of substance that I have chosen. Let us stick to this and check for many more. I have one chrysanthemum here, rooted one with hydroponics, so I just need to fill this shell with water and plant it. So it's one more live plant. Even this can be selected, but it is going to be a huge one considering this small shell. So let us rule out this. We can consider this. Here is one super cutie matching the size of the going with the size of the shell. These cute leaves along with the seed pods of this. This is called Nella Nelli. Nella Nelli. Nelli means amla in Hindi. Check the English common name for this. It's a medicinal plant. Readily available, planted and rooted in hydroponics by me. I can easily get the roots pierced into this shell and get this cute plant get erected in my home. Anytime these leaves can be eaten raw, or the stems of this can be cooked with some to make some medicinal kashaya, some medicine. This is going to get the fevers healed. Many more medicinal values are there. Get it from the net, you will get it. And next to that is one more here. This is everybody does know this, the snake plant variety. And the size of the snake plant variety I am having here in this big tray of mine is this. Here is one cute. I can easily get this cut with a blade and pierce it here. A permanent plant that is not going to die, never die category. And even this can be considered as a very good choice for this shell. Next to that is yet a few more chrysanthemum, hydrophonically treated, and are in flowers. This flower you have seen it already, right? There are the ones. Here they are dying off. Here this one is currently blooming. So here is one more choice. I can go for these also. Readily available live plants along with the flowers. 3 varieties I have. This color and blue and white one. Violet and white one. I can plant all 3 of them together. Select the plants in flower and plant them into the shell. 1 or 2 small and cute succulents can be fit into the hole here with few roots. Here is one more. Here are few more succulents. See these stems, they are standing upright, right? Upright. And I can just pluck it up from the bottom along with the roots and get it inserted here. Even this is a good choice, a live plant. These cute stems, I have already planted it here in one shell. This shell immersed into the water. Why? Because the stem's length was getting increased. So it is not possible for me to keep this inside the home. I still can do, but it will hang it like that. I don't want that this sort of hanging business. I want them to be upright like this. So this can be still washed cleaned, and few more stems can be inserted. Only the tips can be inserted along with the roots, and I can still take this pot into home. But I don't want any yet reputation of the same that can be done into these holes. So we want these two eyes to be kept intact. This single hole for 3 or 4 stems of these will not be a good choice, I think so. This top one herb of Indian culture that is having lots and lots of value in our ancient culture. Tulasi. I am having as many as you want along with the roots, but these plants does require draining water and high sunlight. That is the only minus point. I have to keep the shell, our little shell, in sun for some time. That may cause damage to this shell because it's a coconut shell. Too much exposure into the sun may get it get it brittle. So I am not going to go for this. This is, if at all I am going for this plant, it will be the second choice. And going further, the kalanchi. I can cut the whole top part of this, the whole plant, leave the mother plant behind, and pot the rest, trimming off the leaves into this. Even this can be a very good choice. Once it gets into flowering stage, it is going to be wonderful to have it. But even this plant does need lots of sunlight, so not a good choice for this shell. Even this can be considered, but this requires lots of sunlight. Not lots, if not too much. It does need sunlight, or else it doesn't flower or flourish. Why? Because see, I'm having it here already planted. It's right interested. The flower buds are not eager to flower like the ones planted on the ground or having lots of uh, mud, that is growing media, that is very much required. Having it in a small pot, it's been a failure, kind of failure. In this weather, especially January, terrible summer. I can go for this cactus. It's a very good choice, but I am having only one single plant left out. The mother plant got destroyed for not having it watered right in time. See, it's going to look wonderful if I get right size plant. or get this plant itself uprooted and planted into this. I can have it inside the home without any problems because it's a cactus. Here is one more live plant available, readily rooted and ready to plant. It is having fresh shoots as well. Happily living inside this shell. I don't want to replace it. So I am having many more to choose, but I want to experiment with different plants. No repetitions. So I can avoid this. Have a closer look at this plant. Only this plant. It's a weed variety called Huligutti in Kannada. Huligutti. Flowers wonderfully, fruits wonderfully, very eye-catching. This thing in spring. I can go for this plant as well because it's going to remain alive even if you throw it into worst weathers, and it can survive in water especially. I'm having it, we see it's ready in the pot. And what else? I can go for a Buddha bamboo. What do you call this? Bamboo shoot. What do you call this? It's not Buddha bamboo, it's something else. It is some bamboo. One or two sticks can be inserted into the hole of the shell. What else is there with me? I can go for a fern. See? They are growing from seeds. Wonderful. If you ask me, this is my second choice into the shell. I am already having it in a shell, even though the shell got broke down on a previous day because I dropped it from a altitude. That's something that I shouldn't have done. It's going. It has settled down along with the roots in the shell, coming up with fresh shoots, but I don't want to repeat it. This small hole will not be good enough for this plant. Why? Because it shoots lots of stems and this hole may not be perfect. So let us drop this. No consideration, second consideration. Here is one more succulent that I can consider, rooted and ready to plant. But I don't like this succulent for whatsoever reason. I don't know why. Since my childhood, I give minimum interest to this plant. So let us keep it in the last in the list. Oh, wonderful. Look at this. This terrible weed that does bother me and my animals, my cattle also. I want to demolish it from my field and keep it as a bonsai. So that's why I had dropped it, one of the plant, into one of my pot into the water. It is already rooted. The stem is ready and the plant is kicking on and ready to grow. So I can go for this plant as well. Even though after this pot gets dried up, it sticks to our cloth and even onto the skin of my cattle. So it is called in Kannada, it is one of the so called, what is that called, Antupurle. That is the name given by the villagers and the Kannada people. Antupurle. It's a purle means a weed and it sticks on to you. That is the meaning. So I am having this bloody Antupurle kicking on with life, provided sufficient soil, nutrition and growing material by me. This plant is ready to get bonsai. And if you ask me, this is going to be my second consideration. Back home, I am having one jade here. What can I do is I can simply uproot the plant and plant it here. It's going to be a one single drop, a stem will get broken off, and I can plant it in some other pot. I can simply uproot this and get it settled into our new shell here. I don't want to do that because it is going cool, getting pretty cool. Look in this shell itself. So I want to stick to this. Instead of that, I can get one stem from any other source. I'm having lots of source for jades. There are lots of varieties. So I'm having this one. I can go get some other jade variety to fit into my shell, my new shell. So our story ends here. I am having many more medicinal plants that can be accommodated with, but this is sufficient enough research done by me. That's it. The tale of my Gombe shell. Come back and watch the final output. Most probably I will post one picture, or a small video, short video. Have a nice day. That's it for this day.